Hey yo, what's up? It's me, Joey B, here with a new video. It is super cold outside here in South Dakota today. Take a look at this. It's that time of year where we're on Facebook in the Marvel Collectors Assemble Facebook group. It's a group I created back in 2000, I want to say 15, maybe 2016. We've been having this annual group wish list that we do every single year. We've done it for at least 5 years now, I believe. We're in the group. We make a big post, and people nominate their top 10 figures plus a deluxe, a Build-A-Figure, HasLab, etc. But over the years, I think we've had at least 18 of our figures. The figures that made the final submitted wish list actually get made. Examples of figures that have previously been on the wish list were Spiral, Tigra, Classic Angel, Banshee, Classic Mockingbird, amongst many others. So you guys, my nominations for the event, and then if you feel so inclined, you can go ahead and go join the Facebook group and put your nominations in the comments. It'd be great to see. Here's some of the nominations we've already had. Had a lot of nice submissions already. We could always use more though. The more nominees, the better. The more people we get involved in this, the better. We want to hear your opinions. We want to see what figures you want. So please go leave a comment in the Marvel Collectors Assemble group on the post. It's a pinned post, top of the page, and get your opinion out there. Who knows? We never know what is actually going to get made. It's just always fun to share our opinions. Get into it. And just to make it clear, this is my opinion. These are my wish list choices. Your wish list is going to be different than my wish list. That's okay. We're supposed to not... It's better for us all to have different nominations. I think it's really fun. I'm going to start off with my HasLab nomination. Probably pretty unlikely because we just had an Avengers themed HasLab last year. But this is still my dream HasLab project. This is the one I want more than anything. I wanted this more than Galactus. I wanted this more than Sentinel. It is Fin Fang Foom. I think Fin Fang Foom would be a great HasLab. You have some cool tiers, like some flame effects, maybe purple pants, a different alternate head. So you have a classic looking one, a more modern looking one, or just a generic looking dragon one. That'd be cool because that way more people can get into it. Just a big cool dragon. That'd be cool. Fin Fang Foom is my pick for the HasLab. My pick for Build-A-Figure and the small deluxe figure, that can be switched off either way. Either way, it's just a bigger character. I have written on my list that my Build-A-Figure choice of the year is Attuma, a classic comics Attuma. Now, Attuma has been on my #1 spot for at least the past 3 or 4 years now. So he's really high. He's a character I really want. He's a really cool looking, unique character. A new villain for Namor. I think he'd be really awesome to have. We really need to build more Atlanteans in our displays, so that'd be cool. And on the other side of that, another section of Marvel that needs more love is Asgard. So my choice for deluxe figure was Scourge the Executioner. It's kind of a shame we haven't gotten him yet. It's crazy. We got Enchantress like, what was it, 7 years ago almost? So I was with her. He's a really important, needed Marvel character. Asgard's pretty lacking in the quantity of characters. So Scourge the Executioner is my choice for deluxe. Attuma, my choice for Build-A-Figure. The large deluxe section. This was a little harder for me to choose. I was hoping we were going to split the large deluxe and the riders into separate sections, but instead we decided to combine them together into one. If it was just a large deluxe, I would have chosen Dragon Man. But since we're doing riders as a large deluxe, my pick has to go to Dan Ketch Ghost Rider. It's like insane that we haven't gotten a Dan Ketch Ghost Rider yet. We have that retro Ghost Rider card that had a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider in the Dan Ketch colors, which is more based on the Ghost Rider King of Hell or whatever storyline, which is fine, but we need an actual Dan Ketch. We haven't had Dan Ketch since 2012 in the Return of Marvel Legends wave, and it was a look that was modern to that time. We haven't had a classic Dan Ketch since the Toy Biz days back in Series 3 of Marvel Legends in 2002. So Dan Ketch has been long over needed. It's most people's mind's eye version of Ghost Rider. So it's crazy we haven't gotten him. And now that the writers are back with Hawkeye, now is the time to give us Dan Ketch. So that'll be really cool. Maybe even in this retro style Ghost Rider packaging that they did back in the 90s. So now into the top 10 normal release figures. These are figures that are just going to be released on a normal card, whether it's a Build-A-Figure wave, a retro card. So anniversary type packaging. Who knows? Who knows exactly how they'll be released? But these are figures I hope come out in some way, shape, or form. So 2024 is the 50th anniversary of Wolverine. I know 2024 is all, but I know there's some other anniversaries throughout the year. So some of these might be included in anniversary waves. That'd be really cool. We'll find out. Starting off first, this is another character who has an anniversary this year. It's Iron Fist. We need a classic Iron Fist to go with our classic Luke Cage, even though that Luke Cage was a very disappointing figure overall, being small, having the big holes, and not being very posable. We still need a classic Iron Fist to go with him. I think he'd be great. He'd be great on the Renew Your Vows body with the toe joints and a big popped collar. So a new torso sculpt for him for that. I think that'd be awesome. We haven't had a classic Iron Fist since the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave back in Toy Biz. I mean, a new Iron Fist is like absolutely needed at this point. My next two choices are both two characters that are on the same team. This Marvel team has been severely underrepresented over the years. They've had the same characters get released multiple times, and last year we finally got a new character to add to this roster. We got with Karnak. So my next two choices are Triton and Gorgon. These are the two more unique looking characters from the Inhumans. That'd be really cool to have. Crystal, I think, is coming eventually. I think with Crystal, we're probably going to get her 90s Avenger style look first, and then they'll do the yellow and have her come with Lockjaw. Hopefully that happens. We'll find out. But Gorgon and Triton have unique designs. Really cool to see them happen. Triton can use the torso from the new Jack-O-Lantern figure, because it's all scaly like Triton is. And Gorgon can use the Hercules body, just give him those cow lower legs so he can do the his stomping moves he does. So that'd be really cool to get the Inhumans one step closer to finished. There's no anniversary for them as far as I'm aware of this year, but it just, now that we got Karnak last year, now that's fresh in the mind that we need more Inhumans. Switching from the Inhumans to the Eternals and the Avengers, we have the brother of Thanos, Star Fox. Now, this is a controversial character. He's power set and stuff. He's not really looked back on fondly, but he was an important member of the Avengers, and he's a member of the Eternals. So he's a necessary character to have. He did appear in the MCU, so he is fresh in Marvel's mind. So a figure from him would be really cool to see. Again, must be his classic look. That'd be really cool. It'd be awesome if he came with the alternate head that had the no mouth from Infinity Gauntlet, so you can create that scene. That'd be really cool. So Star Fox is my next choice. My next character selection is a figure that we almost got as a tier for the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider HasLab failure. But that figure sucked. That was not the design of this character that I wanted. I want the 70s Son of Satan, Damian Hellstrom. He'd be great with my Defenders. He's the one on my shelf, but I would really like to have an official one. Hellcat's missing her ex-husband over here. She needs him to go with her on the shelf. I could also put him with Hell, and I could also put him in my Hell display with near Mephisto and Blackheart and Dormammu and all them. So that'd be really cool to have. Damian Hellstrom, is specifically in his Son of Satan look, is my ideal version of him. We've got 5 more to go, and here at number 5, this is a character that can appear in a possible anniversary wave if they do the 40th anniversary of Secret Wars this year, which seems very likely to me. I feel like Secret Wars retro style packaging, 40th anniversary, give us some characters that either appeared in the toy line and the missing characters that we don't have yet in figure form from the actual story. Beyonder would be really cool. But my choice for this is Titania. We desperately need a Titania figure. She needs to go next to the Absorbing Man on the shelf. Our Masters of Evil desperately need her. She's a big, huge, ripped female character. That's a new body they could use for She-Hulk in the future, because that Power Princess body is too small for Titania, and the She-Hulk body is kind of outdated. It has that tattered clothing. We need a new, just like blank female body that's super big, so we use that for She-Hulk, Titania, Thundra, those characters. Titania, it's crazy we haven't gotten her. She appeared in the She-Hulk show in the MCU, so she's on Marvel's mind once again. But she's also in Secret Wars, and Secret Wars turns 40 this year, so I think this is the best time to get Titania. Fourth choice here is a character who's both cosmic and an Avenger. He had a short-lived tenure as the Avengers, and then he died. His name is Jack of Hearts. He's the Avenger of South Dakota. When Marvel a few years back assigned an Avenger for every state, South Dakota got assigned Jack of Hearts. Kind of really need him. He's also a really fun, cool design, really bright and bold, and he'd really stand out on the shelf. I need him for my Avengers display. I need him for my cosmic shelf. Jack of Hearts, really fun, really exciting character. Don't know much about his actual backstory or anything, but he's just a cool, fun character. It's a character I've had on my list for a long time. This is the Mandarin. I don't care what version of Mandarin you give us at this point. We just need a comic Mandarin in my collection. It'd be great to have him be a tier with the Fin Fang Foom HasLab that I want. So that'd be really cool. But if that's the only way we can get Mandarin, that'd be fine, whatever. But we just need him for the display. He is an important character. He's Iron Man's arch enemy, and everybody knows how much they love Marvel and Hasbro love Iron Man. So he's been in the MCU now. Give us a Mandarin. Like, we need him. Don't care how you release him, just give it to us. Maybe even on the Iron Man retro card. Hopefully they don't do an animated style Mandarin with the green skin, but whatever. If they do that, fine. I can get the green skin repainted to be a normal human looking Mandarin, but we need Mandarin. Sticking with villains for number 2 here, we have Doctor Strange's enemy. I would call him his arch enemy, but I don't know if Dormammu might take that spot. But we have Baron Mordo. There's another character with another cool design. There's no one in the Marvel Universe with spikes on their shoulders as big as Baron Mordo's. And it's crazy. I don't really see him on very many lists. Maybe he's a forgotten character. He's been in multiple MCU movies now. But man, it's crazy we don't have a Baron Mordo. I think he's a really cool design. And the Clea figure we just got really reminded me how much I needed a Baron Mordo. Like the circles on her legs and stuff reminds me of Baron Mordo's cape. We really need that, and hope he's not too far behind here. And my number 1 choice for nomination for Marvel Legends I want to see get made. It's a character that's not really a big deal in the comics, but he's been a former member of the Avengers. He's fought Namor multiple times. He was in the Iron Man Armor Wars storyline. The Avengers used his base of operations at one point in the comics, Hydro Base. This is the Marvel character known as Stingray. Now, Stingray mostly I want just because of his unique design. He has a cool looking mask, has no eye holes, that's interesting. His wings, really cool, and the red and white just really stands out. I think he'd look great on my Avengers shelf. I think he'd look great in an Atlantis display. We need Stingray. Again, he might not be anyone's favorite Marvel character or anything, but he's always stood out to me. He's been on my list for a long time. So Stingray, hope we get him made soon. He'd be great on the Vulcan body. Now, just because I didn't list these figures didn't make my list doesn't mean I don't want them. If I was to make this list again tomorrow, it'd be all different. Like, I'm thinking now, I should have had Anaconda from the Serpent Society on there, or Bushmaster from the Serpent Society on there, or Deathbird from the Shi'ar Galaxy. I have no X-Men characters on there at all. I figured they're going to get them all eventually. There's a bunch of Spider-Man characters I could have put on there, like Rocket Racer, or the Hypno Hustler, or Willow the Wisp, or some more Avengers villains like Graviton and Count Nefaria. Like, those are desperately needed characters. Or Power Man, the classic villain Power Man, not the superhero, not Luke Cage Power Man. Or Atlas, same character. The female Yellow Jacket, Rita Damara. Trapster, the Wizard. I can go on and on. There's a lot of characters we really need. Again, if I was to do this list again, it'd be totally different. Maybe next year, hopefully we get a lot of these characters made this year, so that way next year I can have all those characters I listed right now on my list. Please go join Marvel Collectors Assemble on Facebook. Your wish list in the comments, and let us know. Hey, it's still me. I forgot to mention that the nomination process ends on Monday, January 15th. So I think you have 2 days left. Go ahead and get those submissions in, and then we move to the voting process. Sorry, I forgot to mention this in the video. It just slipped my mind. So go do that. Your opinion to be heard. Do that before the end of the day on January 15th. Thank you guys, and let's get back to me. If you're interested in looking up any toys or action figures, I have an affiliate account with Entertainment Earth. Click the link in the description down below. You can get 10% off your in-stock orders or free shipping if you spend more than $79. So that'd be really cool. I do get a commission if you guys use that link, so that'd be awesome if you guys do. The link for both Entertainment Earth and the Facebook group is in the description below. You can also follow me on Instagram. That's also down there in the description. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys don't feel like joining the group or you're not on Facebook, you can leave your nominations in the comments down below. Leave it in this style format, and I can submit it for you. Until next time, I'm gonna go freeze my ass off. Keep on collecting.